Okay, so what I want to show you on this video isn't necessary, but it is very helpful. Okay, so I taught you before that finding the area of a pentagon or a hexagon or whatever, we would use apothem times perimeter divided by 2, which is perfectly fine. We can do that. So finding the area. So on this example here, I gave you the radius. So the radius was 8. Well, that doesn't help me because I don't know the apothem and I don't know the side, so I can't find the perimeter. So I have to draw in the apothem, right? And then I had to draw in the central angle here. And 360 divided by, it's a pentagon, so divide by 5. So the central angle is 72, so 72 degrees. And then when we drew in that apothem, then that 72 degrees got split in half. So then we had our 36-degree angle, and then that would make that 54. And then we had to use SOHCAHTOA to come up with what the apothem and what that missing side was. Well, I mean, that can be kind of tedious. Not everybody likes SOHCAHTOA, so I'm going to show you another way. Okay? So if this radius is 8, then this radius over here is also 8. Okay? Now, I am going to take another little side detour here too. So remember when we were finding area of triangles, okay? So area of triangles we said was just either base times height divided by 2, or we could say 1/2 times base times height, okay? And then we said that the base and the height always had to meet at the 90-degree angle. Well, let's look at these triangles here. On these triangles here, do I have a 90-degree angle? No. So how am I going to find the base and the height when I don't have a 90-degree angle? Well, there's another formula, okay? And I don't think you guys have ever learned this before. It's called 1/2. I always like to do the divide by 2 instead of 1/2. So it's called side, so I'm just using S's for that, times the sine of the angle between the two sides, and then divided by 2, okay? Or 1/2 side, sine of the angle between the two sides, okay? So you can either look at it, either formula there, okay? So if I was just going to do just this normal triangle, let's look at this one, number 10 here. So I don't have a 90, so I can't use base times height divided by 2, but I can do side was 28, the other side was 32, sine, the angle between the 28 and the 32 was that 59, so sine 59, and then divide by 2. And so all I need to do now is type that guy in on my calculator, and we'll find the area of our triangle. So it would be 28 times 32 times sine 59, close the parentheses, equals, and then divide by 2. All right, so the area of this triangle then would be 384.0. So 384.0 inches squared. All right, so just another quick one. I won't do the entire thing out here. So this one, 26 is the side, 34 is the other side, sine. The angle that is between that 26 and that 34 is the 54. So sine 54, and then divide by 2. So if I type that in, that will tell me the area of that triangle. So this is a good formula to use, especially when we know the radius of our polygon. So we know here that 8 and 8 are the two sides, and 72 is the angle between them. So all I'm going to do is use my, so area would be the side times the sine of the angle, divided by 2. Okay? So that would be 8 times sine 72 divided by 2. Okay. However, that will only tell me the area of this green triangle right here. Okay. So when I type that in on my calculator, 8 times 8 times sine 72, close the parentheses, equals, and then divide by 2. So this 30.4, I think it was 30.4, 30.4 is only the area of this triangle. Okay? So we want the area of the whole pentagon. So what we would need to do is, how many of those triangles are there? Well, here's 1. There'd be another one over here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There'd be 5 of those triangles. Right? So we would need to go times 5. So times our 30.4 times 5. So there is going to be 5 of those triangles. Okay, so 30.4 times 5. So our final answer would be 152. And then whatever the units were, centimeters squared. Okay. So if you're given the radius of a polygon, it's really easy to use this formula. So let's try a couple more. So like on this one, I know the radius is 12, it says. So on this type of problem before, we had to draw in, we knew that 360 divided by 3. So 120 was our central angle. And then when we split it in half, then our apothem gave us a 30, 60, 90, and we had to use small, medium, large. Okay, well, if that radius is 12, this radius over here is 12. Okay, and then we can just use that formula. So it would be side, sine of the angle, divide by 2. And then there would be 3 of these, right? So if I drew them in, so there'd be 1, 2, 3 of those types of triangles. Okay? All right, where did it go? All right, there we go. Okay, so now filling in my numbers here, it would be 12 times sine 120 divided by 2. So this would tell me the area of this triangle, right? And then we would need 3 of those. So whatever I get there, then I times it by 3. And that will be the area of the whole polygon. So if you are given the radius, this is a nice, quick, easy formula to use. So on this one, if the radius is 7, it said, well, we could use the diagonal 1 times the diagonal 2 as well. That's not too bad. Or 7, 7. And so 7 times sine. Now I got to figure out the angle between those 7s. So 360. If I drew in all the triangles, there would be 4 pieces. Right, so each of these central angles would be 90. Right? And so again, this formula only finds me the area of this one triangle. Okay, so we want the area of the entire square, so there are 4 of them. Okay. All right, so on these ones, so this one is an octagon here. So if I know the radius is, I don't know, 7, then this radius would be 7. So it would be 7 times sine. Now finding that angle between those 7s, we'd do 360 divided by, this was an octagon, so divide by 8. So that central angle then is going to be 45 degrees here. So 45 would be the angle. Okay. And where most kids make their mistake is they stop once they type this in. Remember, that's only that one triangle. So we need to times it by 8 to get all 8 of those triangles to fill up the whole octagon. Okay. This one over here is 12. Right, so 12 sides. So 360 divided by 12. So each of my central angles would be 30 degrees. So this would be 30 degrees in here. So if my radius is a 4, So the area of that entire 12-sided polygon would be 4 times 4 times sine 30 divided by 2. And then there are 12 of those little triangles, so times 12. So that would be the area of that polygon. So this formula is super easy if you know the radius, okay? So again, I wanted to show you that because it is another way that we can find the area of the polygons. It is also another formula that we can use when we're finding the area of triangles when we do not have a 90-degree angle. All right, so I hope that was helpful. I do not have any homework assignments, but if you wanted to try like 11, 12, 13 and send me your answers, you could do that. If you wanted to try this hexagon with radius of, I don't know, 15, okay, you could do that and send me the answer there, and I'll check it over and see how you're doing. If you wanted to do this 9-sided polygon in here, we could do a radius of, what should we do? I don't know, 10? All right. So if you want to do those couple of problems and send me your answers, just to make sure that you're understanding how to use these formulas, you could do that. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for listening. Bye.